What is going on, traders? We're going to try to make this quick, but before we start, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts below. Let's get into the video. So today was pretty annoying, right? The market was doing its best to get everyone to panic sell, overthink, get out of their positions, and then run up afterwards. But us in the Discord, we stood 10 toes down. We got into some 530 calls on the SPY, and everything looks absolutely beautiful. We entered this play at around 526 on the SPY, and since then, well, I wouldn't say since then it ran. It did play a little bit of games, but towards close, we started to see that profit coming in. Now, we did trim contracts, or at least I trimmed contracts. If you did follow, you should have trimmed contracts, or at least took profit if you were satisfied. And I still have 2 more contracts heading into tomorrow. My price target on SPY is still 530. So congratulations if you took profit on this play. Now, the reason why I stayed in this play, if you paid attention to my last 2 videos, despite what the market was doing, and I was seeing all across Twitter and Discord, everyone was panicking. They're like, oh, the market's selling off and everything. Well, you wouldn't be panicking if you mark your levels and you trust the levels. What do I say? Levels do not lie. Indicators may lie to you, but the levels do not lie. So on our supply and demand zone, we zoom out, we see how important 525 is. I told you guys this in the past 2 videos. Rejection here, bounce here, rejection here, bounce here. Not only that, but coming out of the supply and demand zone of 525, 527, or 526.8, we had us a bullish engulfing pattern. Not only that, we zoom in. I mean, absolutely beautiful, guys. We have us an inverted hammer pattern, a reversal pattern. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I can see the vision here if you want to consider this an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Me personally, I'm not a fan of it, but I can see the vision. If it looks like the pattern, assume that it is until proven otherwise. So congratulations if you stay 10 toes down. You had diamond hands, you stayed in this play, and you trusted the levels. So what's next? So right now, after hours, we're pretty much above 529. We want to see us pretty much open above this level. Now, heading into tomorrow, we do have news, I believe. Tomorrow is Wednesday, I want to say. Yeah, Wednesday. So tomorrow is Wednesday. We do have news. We have services, PMI, and we have, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much, oh, non-farm payrolls. Okay, yeah, I don't know how I missed that. But you guys get the idea. So pay attention to that if you are the type of trader to pay attention to news or you trade off news. Those are things you want to keep in mind heading into tomorrow's open. But again, this is why your key levels, your supply and demand zones are very important. So here on the SPY, when it was playing games, we're on the 4-hour time frame. No matter how many times it headed to 525, it refused to give this level up. Not only that, but we had this trend here that I marked, if you want to mark it on your charts, and we bounced, or we pretty much formed this inverted hammer pattern, and after that, towards close, or towards the afternoon of the market, we formed this bullish engulfing pattern, and we finally broke out of this supply and demand zone. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. So if you mark these levels, you weren't panicking, you were sitting back, relaxing, eating your popcorn, waiting for that moon ride, all right? Simple as that. Your next key level here is 529, obviously. You break above 529, you're looking at a move to 530. You get into this 530 supply and demand zone, as you guys can see here. I didn't mark it, but you can see just how important this area is. We pretty much rejected here, rejection. We kind of rejected here. Bulls pushed us higher, but bears stepped back in and it acted like a magnet, and we even rejected here. So this is a very important area. 530, after that, you're looking at a move to 532, and after 532, you're looking at a move to 534. You break above 535 psych zone or psych level, you are heading to new highs. I think that's pretty obvious, right? I don't think I need to say much about that. I've said it before. I'm going to continue to say it. I think the SPY can head as high as 550. I know it sounds crazy. People have been saying my levels are crazy. I've had crazier levels before, but I'm going to stand on business, and I'm going to say that 550 is the level that we can reach on the SPY. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. I'm not saying it's happening this week or anything, but I think we can get there at least sometime this summer. So pay attention to that. I've said that the triple Qs can head to 460. People were saying I was crazy. There's no way it's going to head to 460, and we ended up heading to 460. Now I have a price target of 465, 470 on the triple Qs. But that's what I have for the SPY. Key levels to the downside, if you just so happen to want to be bearish, I think it's obvious here, 525. It held 525. You see how strong this level. We give up 525. Things can get a little bit shaky. You're heading to 523.8, 524. After that, you're looking at a move to 520. I told you guys in the last video, I'm not going to switch to bearish or hardcore bearish until we break below 520, 519 area. Until that happens, I do not care too much about the downside. I'm going by what the market is giving me, and right now the market is telling me that it wants to go higher. It wants to go parabolic. So start packing your bags, get the kids, get the dog, leave the spouse. We're going to the moon, okay? Simple as that. Price target 534, simple as that on the SPY. Triple Qs. Triple Qs, right now we're pretty much right below this level, and it's crazy because I marked this right in front of you guys on the video, so on the last video. So I pretty much marked this right in front of you guys, and as you guys can see, we pretty much closed right below it. So we want to see us break above this level. I imagine that in order for that to happen, we're going to need that news to kick in for us to get a little bit higher, or maybe even gap higher on this level. As you guys can see, we zoom out. Let's actually go to the daily time frame. Maybe we'll get a better view. Yeah, so as you guys can see, we zoom out. I mean, bulls continue to step in on these daily candles. I tell you guys all the time, wicks tell you where sellers and buyers are. Buyers stepped in strong here. They stepped in aggressive here. Bears cannot win. They just can't catch a break. So we want to break above this key level of 455.8, 456 is your, that will be the safest area right there, 456. Okay, so 456, you want to see a break and hold above that. After that, you have tons of space here. Okay, you got a little bit of turbulence here in the daily chart to heading towards 460, but after that, you just have a lot of space here. Okay, I told you guys before, anytime we get a dip, that's just the market trying to make more room for upside, in my opinion. Okay, so we can head as high as 465, 470 at the top of this trend. If you're wondering where this trend is coming from, or if you think I'm making this up, we zoom out. I meant to actually extend this. I keep saying that. But you zoom out, you see that we rejected here. We bounced here on the trend. We bounced here. It acted like a magnet here. We rejected here. And now we're heading back towards this trend to retest it. We even zoom out further. We can see here, even though it's not extended, but we can extend it a little bit further, and we see just how important this trend here is here. We bounced here, and then we bounced here. It's not quite connected. It's not connected to perfection, but you guys get the idea, right? So, Qs. Triple Qs can head as high as 470. Another reason why I stayed in the SPY calls was because we didn't do anything, guys. We didn't do anything. Okay, the market, sure, it was dropping here, it was recovering there, it kept going back and forth, but we weren't breaking any key levels for me to panic. And you shouldn't have panicked either if you had these supply and demand zones marked on your charts. Okay, Triple Qs didn't give up 450. Okay, SPY didn't give up 525. Why are we panicking? Why are we saying the market's about to drop? Why? Okay, nothing happened of significance today, at least at the beginning of the day, for us to be panic selling or getting out of our positions early. Okay, until those key levels start breaking, that is when you start to panic. Otherwise, hold your positions. Okay, simple as that. Hold your positions. Stop panicking. It's easy to get panic out of your positions when you're not looking at a chart. This is why it's amazing when people tell me that TA is useless. All right, and those same people aren't profitable, or they panic sell out of their positions because they'll just see SPY or something, or they'll look at their account and they just see the market is dropping, but don't care to look at any key levels on TA. So really crazy to me. But otherwise, that's what I have for the triple Qs. Nothing too crazy. It looks ready to go. Simple as that. We're creating higher lows. Simple as that. I mean, not much else to go over. NQ, I told you guys in the last video, or the last two videos, that I want to see NQ catch up with triple Qs, and now we are finally getting that move. We're finally seeing that happen. Higher lows. You can consider this a double bottom right here. Let me see if I can actually mark it. Hopefully you guys get the idea. But right here, you got a potential double bottom in this area right here. And the reason why I say potential, because the neckline, I guess the neckline is broken here. Me personally, I want to see this level right here broken at around 18,770, 18,780 for me to consider this maybe a broken neckline and potential double bottom. But regardless of that, despite that, NQ looks absolutely amazing right now. We want to see us break above this level just like we saw on the triple Qs. So we finally see NQ catch up with the triple Qs. Beautiful. That's what I've been saying in the past two videos, that I wanted to see this happen for me to be comfortable. At first, we were down here in this area. Despite where the triple Qs were and the SPY was, we were still in this area below the supply and demand zone on NQ. And that was really making me uncomfortable. But now we're looking good. Now I can be a little bit more comfortable. Tomorrow, I think we're going to head higher. Simple as that. All right. Everything looks beautiful. Bull stepped in very strong here. I, I don't have anything else. This thing looks absolutely amazing. Everything is lining up for us to potentially go higher. We zoom out, we go to our daily time frame. I mean, you guys see it. We got us an inverse or potential inverse head and shoulders pattern. The reason why I say potential is because the neckline isn't broke yet. But other than that, guys, I mean, what more could you possibly want? Absolutely beautiful setup here. ES. ES looks great. Looks great. We're finally, again, we're seeing ES and NQ catch up with the ETFs. What are we seeing here? We're seeing ES break out of this falling wedge. And at first I was a little worried. I was like, oh man, it's rolling over. I told you guys about when patterns roll over that they typically tend to just continue in that direction. But ES, nope. Bull said, nah, we're not having that. They formed a double bottom right here. We got our bottom here. Potential neckline break is at around 535. Well, why am I saying it like that? 5,315. 5,315. You want to see ES break above this, then we're heading towards 5,330. Absolutely beautiful. Potential double bottom here. It broke out of this falling wedge. What more could you possibly ask for? Everything is lining up for more upside. I don't have anything else. I don't have a reason for me to think that we're going to head lower. Okay, I just don't. The market can play the games, it can play all the games it want, but as long as the levels and the supply and demand zones are held, I have no reason to be bearish. I simply don't. Okay, I just don't. And you guys know, I will let you know. Okay, I will let you know. You can go to my past videos. I will tell you if things are looking scary. Right now, I have no reason to assume that we're bearish. Okay, simple as that. Bitcoin. I've been saying out of everything we've been looking at in the past few videos, Bitcoin just looks amazing. Okay, it just looks great, guys. 72K is on the way. That's my key. Well, that's my short-term level. After that, you're looking at 75K. It gets above 75K. Pack your bags. Okay, pack your bags. Get some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Get some juice. Get some water as well. We gotta hydrate. I'm telling you now, we're going to the moon. Bitcoin gets above 75K, we're heading towards 80K easy. Okay, easy. All right, absolutely beautiful. This thing looks like it wants to break higher. Your key level here is 70,500. Right now, we're holding above that. I think Bitcoin is easily going to head higher. We got us an ascending triangle. We had our inverse head and shoulders pattern. We broke this trend right here. I mean, 1 + 1 = 2 people. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. Okay, beautiful. I've been saying this in the past few videos. If anything else in the market you didn't like, Bitcoin was the thing to like. Bitcoin was the thing to like. Absolutely beautiful play, beautiful setup. I just can't see anything negative about this. I just can't. All right. So if there was a time to start getting into Bitcoin, I personally would start doing it now. Okay, that's just me. Do what you want with that information. All right. Let's get into the stocks that we were talking about in the past 2 videos. Apple. I told you guys, 196. We got pretty close. I think we hit about, what was it? Did we get close? Maybe we didn't. We hit 194.75. That can't be right. I'm pretty sure I saw this thing above 195. Am I true? Yeah, okay, so 195.3. I told you guys my price target was 196. I told you guys a beautiful entry would be 193. It gave you another opportunity to enter. We already played this. We already took profit on this. I still think Apple is going to go higher. If you didn't get into Apple after the last video, and I told you, it gave you another opportunity. It gave you like 3 opportunities to jump into this play at 193. It went back to 193. That was your entry right there. Beautiful entry. Okay, that's your low risk entry. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better entry. You should, if you got back into Apple when it hit 193, congratulations. But if you didn't, I don't know what you're doing. Why are you on the moon with us? Go back to Earth. Rethink what you're doing with your life. All right. Other than that, that's all I have for Apple. 196. It breaks above 196. You're looking at a move to 198. I think this thing can go to 200 this week. Simple as that. I think it can go to 200 this week. Minimum. At minimum, I'm looking at 198. At minimum, I think Apple can go to 200 this week. It has a price upgrade of 230. What's not to like about Apple? I showed you guys in multiple videos. We go to our weekly time frame. We still have this potential. I mean, look at this, guys. Look at this. Beautiful Beautiful potential double bottom. I say potential. Why? Because the neckline isn't broken yet. But if we break above 200 on Apple and we hold, do I have to say it? Pack your bags. Get some suitcases. Get ready to go to the car lot. Get that Lambo. Put some jets on it because you're going to the moon with it. All right? Simple as that. Look at this. I mean, perfect. You couldn't ask for a cleaner double bottom on a weekly time frame. Weekly time frame. You go to your monthly time frame. It's the same thing. Probably even this looks even better in my opinion. The monthly, man, July 19th contracts, beautiful contracts. You can go for the 200 contracts, 195 contracts, June 21st contracts, beautiful contracts as well. If you want a shorter term contract, I can't find a bad thing about Apple right now. I just can't. Okay, 193. It gave you another opportunity to enter. If you didn't, I don't know what you're doing. You're licking walls. I don't know what you're doing right now. But other than that, Apple looks beautiful. Okay, the only reason I didn't jump back into Apple is because we're already in enough plays. I'm not trying to have us in too many plays at once. But the moment I see another opportunity to get into Apple and I start closing other plays, if we close the SPY play tomorrow, I'm jumping in. We're going to the moon together. Okay, simple as that. That's really all I have for Apple. As long as it holds 193, you're golden. It gives up 193, 192.8 to be safe. Then you're heading back towards 191, 190. It goes up 190. Then there is room for concern. But we're not going to talk about that until we get there. We zoom out. We see that this 186.8 area is key. Okay, we bounced here, rejected here, bounced, okay, simple as that. I mean, if you can't look at the weekly and not get butterflies, I don't know. I don't know. This should make you want to just get rid of your girlfriend. This should make you want to dump your spouse. Okay, I mean, this should make you want to marry Apple. All right, I don't know. Okay, simple as that. Okay, let me stop. All right, AMD. Okay, so I don't know. I don't understand why AMD is playing these mind games. Okay, I don't. It's still good. It's still good. Okay, I told you guys 160 is your key level here. It's playing games right here. Okay, it's getting a little shaky. I gotta admit, it's getting a little shaky. Okay, we're still holding this trend. Okay, we're still holding this ascending triangle trend. So we're still somewhat safe. Okay, I will say that much. But I don't understand why this is playing games. Nvidia is going up. Why AMD is not going up, I don't know. The market doesn't care what I think. But right now, AMD still looks good. Okay, if I was to risk it, I would take an entry here. Okay, if I was to risk it. Okay, I think it's 160 after hours. So yeah, it's above 160 after hours. So if we can get this to gap higher, that would be great. That would be absolutely amazing. So if this news comes in tomorrow and it comes in bad, then yeah, okay, then maybe we're looking terrible here. So I would say 159 is your next key level here. Other than that, that's all I have for AMD. 160 will be a great entry. Okay, low risk. I know it's scary. Okay, it's getting scary. I don't understand why this thing is dropping while the market is going up. But maybe it got some news. I didn't really check for news or anything like that. But you want to see this hold 160. As long as it holds 160. If you want to have a more loose stop loss, then you can say 159. It's still holding this ascending triangle. Okay, it's still holding it. All right. So we're still in the clear for now. All right. But other than that, maybe I don't know. Maybe Nvda. Maybe it's going to start going inverse of Nvda. I don't know. All right, I don't know why this thing is going down at this point. All right, this is like the only stock that's just not doing what we wanted to do. All right, so other than that, 160. Watch for 160. You want to see this. You want to see this get above 164.5, 165 psych level. After that, you clear that, you're good. We're good to go. Okay, we just want to see that clear. It tried this morning, I believe, but it just couldn't follow through. Okay, it clears 164.5. You can calm down. Okay, it clears 165. You start grabbing your popcorn. All right, it's going to be fireworks. Okay, simple as that. AMD looks, it still looks good. All right, that's really all I have for it. It just looks a little shaky here. Amazon. All right, let's go. All right, man, I've been telling you guys, I'm going to stand on this hill. I'm telling you guys, Amazon is going to head to 200 area. I'm telling you guys now, all right? You can come back to this video. You can cuss me out if it doesn't happen, but I'm telling you now, I think Amazon is ready. We just need to get above this 180. Okay, absolutely beautiful. I told you guys in the last video, monthly support here. This yellow line is monthly support. The higher the time frame, the stronger the level. I mean, what more could you ask for than monthly levels? Monthly, okay? It rejected that. Not only did it reject it, but it bounced and got above this daily trend here. It mounted the daily trend, and now it's breaking another trend to the upside. I mean, this thing is prime, ready. We got in. We're still in our contracts. We're still in our 200 calls for June 21st. We got in at 174 at this monthly bounce here. We got in at such a beautiful entry. If you want access to the Discord, link is in the description below. You want these plays early, link is in the description below. We're going crazy, okay? I mean, you zoom out, we look at our daily time frame, because some people think I just make trends up and I try to just mark anything. Nope, don't do that. All right, bounced here, bounced here. I don't know where the circles went, but regardless, bounced here, bounced here. We're currently bouncing here and we're mounting it and we're breaking higher. It's taking its time, but it's getting there. Okay, Amazon is taking its precious time. It's being a little bit annoying, but it is getting there, people. 180, you want to see it break above 180. It gets above 180, easily can head to 185. After 185, it gets a little shaky. Okay, I will say that much. It does get a little bit shaky. Let's actually see if we can mark this here. It's not going to be perfect. You know, I'm just doing it last minute. Yeah, it gets a little bit shaky. We're going to have a little turbulence around 185, but other than that, after 185, you're golden. The main level, okay? The level of all levels that you want to see Amazon break is 189, 190. It breaks that, pack. Get your Cool Ranch Doritos, get some Capri Suns, get some Lunchables. We're going to the moon. All right, simple as that. Amazon looks beautiful. I'm standing on this hill still. We're still in our trades. I got 50 contracts on this thing. So that shows you just how serious I am about this play here. Okay. I think Amazon is ready. I think it's due. It's teasing 180. It gets above 180. We are golden. Okay. Contracts are in profit. Still beautiful. Microsoft. I told you guys in the last video, Microsoft has to make a decision. What more do you need? You got to give me a like for that. I mean, it made a decision, people. I said it has to make a decision, and I'm willing to bet that the decision is going to be on the upside. Why did I say it has to make a decision? Because it was trapped here. There was nowhere else to go but up here. I mean, it could have just like consolidated down, but I wasn't willing to take the chance on that. Okay, I was willing to bet on upside here. Microsoft had to make a decision, and right now it's breaking back into the supply and demand zone of 415. It closed in here. Microsoft is heading towards that 420. I think it's going to head towards 425 this week. Easy as that. 425 is where you see this gap fill right around this, above the supply and demand zone here. So 425, 426. One key level that you want to see Microsoft get above is 435. It gets above 435, you're heading to 450. Highest I think Microsoft can go is 480. I told you guys last video, it has to make a decision. Has to. All right. And it did. It finally did. Bulls are tough in this area. They refused to let this thing drop. They just refused. I tell you guys, Wicks tell you where sellers and buyers are. Refused to let this thing drop. And look what happened. I said it has to make a decision. It finally did. I mean, come on. Come on. I'm giving you guys gold here. All right. So, Microsoft, you want to see it break above 420, 421 to be safe. After that, you're looking at a move to 425 short term. Highest I think it can go, at least this week, is most likely 430. Minimum, okay? Minimum 430. AMC, last one. AMC, I think it just wants to fill this gap. After that, I think AMC can start moaning. Okay, I still think AMC is going to head towards $7, and after that, you're looking at $10. $10 is the minimum. $10 is the minimum. I wouldn't be surprised to start making this move tomorrow. So the move that I'm looking at, if it fills this gap, is potentially one of these. Fills the gap, boom. At 4.4, fills that gap, starts to head higher. The main reason why I think AMC is ready, and I'm not saying it's going to like take off this week or anything. You got to add some time to it. You got to give it some time. Okay, this inverted hammer pattern on the monthly time frame. And not only that, but I guarantee there's a fair value gap at around this $10 mark. It has to come back up here at some point in time. Either that or it's just going to get delist. Okay, it's just going to keep going lower, get under $1, and then everybody hates it. Okay, but I think AMC is ready for at least a long-term near future, if that makes sense, like 2-3 months from now. So definitely add some time on it. If you got shares, I think you're ready. Okay, I think you're ready. And I don't even trade this thing. I don't pay attention to this thing at all. Somebody brought it to my attention, and I was like, whoa, this might be good. Okay, this might actually be good. We are in 5.5 calls for July 12th on AMC, so feel free to check those contracts out. Other than that, that's all I have for AMC. That's all I have for the video. So hopefully you guys got something out of this. Nvda, I guess we can look at Nvda. 1200, simple as that. 1200. What else? That's it. All right. Anyway, that's all I have. Discord link is in the description below. Hopefully you guys got something out of this video. Like, subscribe. Appreciate the support. And until the next video, traders, have a good one.